This peacock that we've made is still on its canvas and ready for us to create something with, but I thought it would be really interesting for you to see a finished piece still on the canvas. You can see it's very fluid. It's like fabric. It's got a lovely weight to it, and of course now it's ready for me to create something fabulous with it. It's very versatile because it's on this canvas. I could add a decorative edge. I could sew the two pieces together. I could sew fabric to this if I wanted to, or I could simply just frame it. To make a picot edge, I'm bringing my needle in from the back, and I'm just going to bring it up, and I've got some sort of blue thread here that I've just bought, some embroidery thread that matches, just because the beads on the edge will show, whereas they're not going to be on the canvas. They're going to be proud of it, but I still make the edge while I'm on the canvas, and because that way I've got something to work with. Now I come out of the first bead here, and then to make a picot you do 3 little beads, and then you take the needle back down through here, which I'll pull it out, I'll just go through. And I've got these in a slightly different colour so they stand out and you can see them. But then what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to come through here, I'm going to go down under the canvas, come up through the next hole. Can you see that there? And then when I've come up through the next hole, because that's going to hide my thread in place, and then I'm going to come up out of the next bead at the side. So now you can see that nothing's showing, and I'll just pick up 3 more beads. 1, 2, 3. And again I go down the next bead that way, and then down under the canvas, but I'll just do it one step at a time. So I go through the bead, and you see if you pop it, it pops in place. Then I'm going to go down underneath the canvas and then up through the next hole, if you can see there, and that brings me in place ready to go right through that next bead. And the thread is then hidden at the back. My little picot stays in place, and you're not going to see any of the thread, and it's not going to ruin any of your pattern. So I'll just do one more so that you can see that. So I've put my 3 beads on, I'm coming out of this one, I go down through this one, pop it in place so it sits up with a little picot. Then I'm going to go down through the hole in the canvas, up through the next hole, and then, which I'll do it one step at a time so that you see it, up through the next hole, and then back out through that bead, ready to add on my next picot. And that's how you do a picot. To make a little tassel, again I've brought the thread through the back here just like I did with the picot, and I'll bring it up, and then I've come out of the end bead from the behind the canvas. Now I'll just thread on, I've got 20 blue beads and 3 red beads, and I'll just thread them on, and they will sit there, and I find it much easier to work while I've still got the canvas in place. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to push those little red beads out of the way, and holding the thread I'm going to bring my needle back down through all of those blue beads. By missing out the red beads, they're going to form a little picot at the edge. And if you see, I come all the way back and right back out of this end bead again. So when I pull it up, and see, by keeping the thread tight, it keeps it all nice and firm. So when I pull it up, you watch the little red beads at the end. If they behave themselves nicely, should make a little picot at the end. There it is. So now I've got my first little tassel. Now, just like with the picot, I'm going to go down. This time I'm going to miss a bead and come up to the next box. So I'm missing this bead. I'm going to come up in the next box, ready to now come out of the third bead, and I'll begin my next tassel again. So again, I'm going to pick up my 20 seed beads and my 3 red ones. And there they are in place, and I've got my there's the third one, it got lost. There's my third red bead. Again, separate it out, hold the thread nice and firmly, because that allows you to bring that needle back up through all those beads again, and we're just going to repeat all the way, hopefully, up. See, then I've popped back out of this end bead. Bring it up by holding the thread, it keeps it nice and firm. Bring it up, pop those 3 little beads in place. There they are, make sure they're sitting nicely, my little red picot at the end. And then again, just like before, I'm going to go down through the canvas, miss a hole and come up the next hole, ready again. Oops. Be careful you don't get your thread caught. Never mind, just get you out of there, Mr. Naughty. There we go. There we go, and down he goes, all nicely in position, and then ready to come back up out through this one. So I'm missing a bead. That way, if you put all of the beads, if you put all of the fringes next to each other, it doesn't look so good. So there we are. Now I've got 2 in place. And if you look here at my finished angel, that's what it looks like when you miss a bead and put them all the way along. And that's how you do a fringe.